Things like Reactive Curse, which makes it so that whenever you block an attack, it puts a curse on the attacker. Or Mighty Bash, where bashing an enemy who's casting a spell not only interrupts them, it will also stun them for a few seconds and then trigger a massive AoE explosion that in most cases, at least in my earlier runs, was clearing entire rooms. I mean, these verses are very, very strong, but it's for that reason that they only last from one room into the next. But then there are visions. While verses provide a nice big buff from room to room, visions grant you smaller buffs, but they last for the entire run. And in many cases, these are stacking, at which point they can get very strong as you progress very far. So you get to choose one new vision after defeating every cycle boss. So you get the verses when you clear the trash rooms, you get a vision when you kill a boss. And because they last for the rest of your run, yes, they don't start out quite as powerful as verses, but many of them, because they can be stacked, can get very strong over time. There's things like Boundless Potential, which will reduce your ultimate cost by 2% per stack. What if you got that up to 100? You know what I'm saying? It's just a free ultimate spam. Or Brawling Brits, that increases critical damage with martial attacks by 10% per stack. There's Ferocious Support, where heavy attacks will now apply a bleed to the target, and this is part of a 3-piece set that grants this bestial transformation. Or Scorching Support, which will intermittently place a pool of lava at your feet that does damage and snares enemies. This one also part of a 3-piece set that grants the Iron Atronach vision. And that is just a small list of all of the visions and all of the verses, both of which just add a lot to this mode and really open up some crazy power scaling potential, along with access to just having new abilities that your class otherwise wouldn't have. Now, periodically, as you're going through this process of clearing rooms of trash, fighting a boss, getting those upgrades of the verses and visions along the way, occasionally you're going to come across what's known as the Portal to the Unknown. These offer either a combat encounter, a puzzle to solve, or some sort of mini game for you to complete that, if successful, will grant you an extra loot chest and also a bonus verse upgrade for your following room. Some of the ones that I've seen included a tough duel against a single opponent. They were like summoning up tentacles and shooting all sorts of laser beams and stuff. There was one that transforms you into this floating squid, and then you have to hunt down these books, and if you do that, you get a chest and an extra verse. Or there was one that transformed me into a goat, where I was running away from some butcher or something, trying to consume food until I had enough where I could fight back and take them out. The Portal to the Unknown is just a further mixing things up from the standard formula of trash, trash, boss, trash, trash, boss, 5 times arc boss. This mixes it up some more, and frankly, I'd like to see more things like this, more potential outcomes when entering the Portal to the Unknown, and more other portals to other unknowns, I guess, or something like that. Now, like many other roguelites, Endless Archive does have a fail state. This comes in the form of threads. Basically, you start each run with 3 threads, and if you die, you lose a thread. No more threads equals end of run. So you can acquire some extra threads occasionally, but it's very rare. In most cases, if you die 3 times, the run is over, and that is part of the roguelike. You're trying to push as far as you can without dying. That's a big feature of roguelike systems, mechanics, and modes. Now, as mentioned at the top, you can play this solo or with a single other person as a duo. You're also able to bring an NPC companion with you, although personally I just don't care much for companions, so when I've run solo, I've just been actually solo doing it myself. And playing into this solo and duo split is the fact that there are leaderboards. Simply put, the further you progress through more stages, cycles, and arcs, the higher your score is going to be. There are separate leaderboards for both solo and duo because, as mentioned, duos do have an advantage as there seems to be no difficulty scaling based on group size, so groups of 2 are likely to progress further. As you progress through the Endless Archives, you will be occasionally, especially when you open up those loot chests, you're going to be awarded what is called Archival Fortunes. These can be spent at 1 or 2 merchants that are found right near the entrance to the Endless Archives. There is Filer Ool, who sells this rotating stock of items like treasure maps, cosmetics, companion equipment, and a few other useful things. And then there is Filer Tezzerus, who sells furnishings, gear sets, crafting mats, and additional permanent upgrades. 1 extra thread, so basically 1 extra life for every run. You can buy something that increases permanently your movement speed whenever you're in Endless Archives, or there are ones that improve either the strength of the verses and visions you find, but also ones that give you access to a 3rd choice of verses and visions whenever you come across one. Both of those pretty significantly huge. Having more choice options from the pool means you're more likely to get a setup that you really like. So overall, having played this for the past week, I want to share a few thoughts on it. For what I like, first of all, it's very challenging, and as you might know, if you followed ESO or played ESO over the years, lack of difficulty is a common complaint, especially for solo players. Lack of content and challenge. This certainly provides a lot of that. I really like the roguelike elements. The random buffs that you can pick up are really cool. The random boss fights that pull from all over the game. I've seen a bunch of bosses that I'd never seen before. I like that quite a lot. That was a lot of fun. And I also just like the fact that this is just free. It's a free update. It's part of the base game. It does not require anyone to purchase DLC, to have ESO Plus, to purchase any chapters. No, it's just, if you have ESO, you can just jump in and play this. I really like that. Some points of improvements, it's things I'd like to see more added to this in the future or whatever. I would love more biome diversity, although they do mix things up quite a bit with the enemies and bosses you fight. A lot of times as you're going through, it's like you're in the same spaces over and over again. I would love to see this mixed up more. ESO is such a wide, diverse biome potential. There's so many different areas and landscapes and environments that they can pull from. I know this is set in Apocrypha, and it's all part of the Endless Archives things with stacks of books and all this stuff and green colors everywhere, but I would love to see them mix this up. It's just some visual diversity in the environments a bit. That'd be great. I would also just love to see them go crazier with the buffs and stuff, you know, given this is a PvE focused mode. Add some more over-the-top ridiculous verses and visions. That just, it would just make it really, really fun. And then lastly, my biggest point of improvement, something that I personally love to see, is save progress. As of now, there isn't one. So obviously if you die 3 times, that ends a run, but also if you leave, that ends a run. There's no way to save how far you've progressed. And I've heard runs taking some players upwards of 12 hours as they're pushing higher and higher. That is a long time to commit straight away without any way to like checkpoint or save your progress. So that would be another point of improvements that I would love to see. But overall, it's pretty cool. I like that this, again, is a free update. I like that it adds brand new content to the game, a new way to play. I love roguelike systems, and this is exactly that. Overall, I have enjoyed it. If you are interested in checking out ESO's Endless Archives, there'll be a link in the description below. Go ahead and give it a look. But that's going to do it for me today. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed. I'll see you next time.
Endless Archives, huh? It's good to know. I'm glad I watched this. It's not exactly what I want, though. It's unfortunate. It's cool that they did it.
Aggro.
Hey everyone, what's up? Welcome back. Force here, and today I'm going to talk with you a bit about Avatar: Frontiers of Pandora. A couple weeks ago, I got a chance to sit down and go hands-on with a preview build for the game. This is a new first-person open-world shooter from Ubisoft, set, of course, in the Avatar universe. Now, I've seen a lot of early impressions already go out for this, and I kept seeing continual references to the Far Cry series.
Okay, never mind. Avatar.
You know, I'm always interested whenever...
I mean, Avatar is good, but it's...
Aggro. Aggro. Aggro.
The loom be with you. Vishnu Allah.
Questing is fast. It's just faster. I could do the grind once I was like, you know, actually in gear. Once I can actually get gear, I can do the grind, but it's like these, like, it takes too long. Can I get up this way? I don't know if you can, but I'm gonna try. Oh, I don't think you can. It's so annoying. Maybe you can. Oh, good, it did.
Aggro. Aggro. Aggro.
Fucking pop aggro. If I die from this, I'm gonna be so mad. Dude, fucking popped right the fuck on top of me. I'm so sick of your fucking pop aggro. At least you didn't kill me. Fucking dicks. Look at all that. Fucking pop aggro, motherfucker. So annoying. Plus there's shutdown, damn it.
Aggro. Aggro.
Oops.
Aggro.
The asteroid is depleted.
Aggro.
Oh, I'm rated 4 with the Federation Navy, which is crazy because I'm low. I can run level 4s with Galente. That's cool. That's kind of cool. That makes it a little easier to do faction warfare. Ugh.
Aggro. 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 Your skill has increased. Aggro.
Yeah, you know, that place is full of mobs, and it's not bad of a walk.
Aggro. Aggro.
Yeah, what else there? There's not much aggro there. It's an interesting camp. It pays out pretty well. I could go to Carpenter. I don't think there's anything stopping me. There's an OP right there. Wouldn't be a bad camp. Bird traps and tigers and stuff. Oh, my bags got here, and that's good. Oh, speaking of which. Yeah. Oh, let's kill him. We need him.
Aggro.
Yeah, that's a viable one. Let's just go do that. Time to do something other than fishing, I think.
Aggro.
Damn it, I should have sent the gold. I was making so much money. It's alright. So I need change jobs here.
additional Galdiab.
How may I help? Farewell.
Go get the bags first.
The asteroid is depleted.
Not bad. It's got some more money. Fuck yeah. What else needs to be improved? I've got some money. Fuck yes. Oh, I think I have better pants than that. No, I don't. I need better pants and yeah. Better pants, I guess. Yeah, it's definitely gonna happen. Yeah, better pants, I guess, the next. That's good. Okay, black eels for money. Yeah, it's not much money, but it's still income. Yep. All that work for that little amount of money. It's like, wow. Good. I kind of like went the wrong way here. You know, now that I've got money, you know what I would rather invest in is crab sushi. That's what well, I do need to buy a pair of pants. Legs, we're looking for legs, the best legs I can get, which is either the Savage Loincloth, nope, or those evasion pants for 9,500. Anything else? There's stuff with VIT on them. VIT actually would not be that bad. I don't mind VIT. Yeah, VIT and attack. VIT and attack 5. How much you want for that though? Like 18 grand. 3 grand for this one. The VIT's what I'm after with this. The best stock in Sublahar. I'll wear that. It's okay. Yeah, like VIT on the pants is actually really good, in my opinion. And yep, and then all of the rest of that is good. A Traveler's would be good if they come cheap, but I doubt they do. Maybe they do. We'll go see. Like a Traveler's Mantle. 50K. I gave away such good gear. 37K. 35K. Yeah, I'm good. Good on that. This money actually wouldn't be bad to buy. Oh, you know what I would spend this money on? Is a power bow and a beetle earring. Yeah, let's buy that. That would be nice to have those fucking out of the way. How much you want for a power bow? Power bow is 14K. I'll buy it. I don't care. I need this out of the way. It's
The asteroid is
driving me
depleted.
crazy. Power bow, beetle earring. They sort by level? I think they are. There it is. The beetle earring. 1400. This was not bad. I finally got this out of the way. That's worth it. Let's just go give it to him now. And get that damn quest out of the way. Stupid ass quest has been driving me crazy. Got some turn-ins. Oh, I was gonna get my bags. It's too cold in here. I've got to turn my heater on.
I am listening. Farewell. Hello, dear Gladys.
Oops. So now we are going out to Battaglia. Oh no, I'm gonna do. Well, yeah, I'm gonna do the quest first, though.
I am honored. Good luck, friend.
The quests are definitely faster, like significantly faster. Grinding's good if you have good gear. What's this now? Yeah, it's fine by me. Oh, are you not mining? Oh. Damn it.
I am listening. Go in peace.
Aggro.
Oh, I bought the wrong one. Damn it. Ah, beetle ring. I thought it was an earring. Damn it, no. All the stupid things you make me do for no reason. It's so annoying.
Aggro. Aggro.
Oh no. Oh no, I got two of them. Okay.
Aggro.
Okay. About the wrong thing. Beetle ring, yeah. $14,000 is so much, though. Looking for anything pet. Damn it. $15,000 is too much for liquid that just gets burned away. I'm not doing that.
Aggro. Aggro. Aggro.
Okay, so now, yep.
How may I help? Elune, light your path.
I have
Can I assist
10
you?
silver now.
May the stars guide you.
See if I have anything to train.
I am listening. Goodbye. Ishno del Diab.
Mother.
Asha Fela.
Alright, you. Power bow. Beetle ring. Yes. Okay.
Aggro.
You again?
Aggro.
Yeah, I didn't know it was that easy to range. Oh, it's that. It's you. Fuck off. Like, goddamn it, you're so annoying. There.
I am honored.
Okay, I think I'll pause here to make something to eat real quick. I'll be right back. How's this going? Oh, very good. I'm full.
Warp drive active. Warp drive active. Hello. Docking permission requested. Docking request
God is watch
accepted.
over you. Ishnu Allah.
I can make good money doing this. It's fucking sweet.
Warp drive active.
Oh, no, I did shit. Oh, I was gonna pause to get something to eat. Yeah. I was just trying to get the farming out. Ooh, 7K, not bad. $34K. Nice. Wait, did I do the turn-in quest for this? I think I did. Oops, that is off the screen. There we go. Did you do the turn-in quest for this? No, I didn't. It's okay. So... Oh, yeah, I suppose I could use a vendor one more time, because that is money.
My goods are of the highest quality. Be careful.
Okay. Find something good to watch. Oh, yeah? By 11:24. Oh my god. Let's do the form, huh? Oh, cool. I got like asked to be included as a Rust streamer next month on the 7th, and if they select me, it's like a draw. But if I get selected, they could potentially have me stream Rust for a computer terminal skin in Twitch Rivals, and that'd be pretty cool. I'd be down with that. berry.
The asteroid is depleted.
I am moving? Why am I moving? No moving. Oh my god. Oh, you took my fingers off too, which is annoying. Put my battle gloves on. Yeah. For macro equip sets, edit gloves. Oops. Battle gloves. Battle gloves. Okay, cool. Gonna do some beastmastering. That'd be fun. Oops, gotta go that way.
Aggro.
Wow. Damn it, I was hoping there would be foot speed. Damn it. Yeah, this was good. Wait, go back to him. This was.
You know, I'm always interested.
Thank you, Force Gaming, for the excellent content from a stream. I'd like to sub to your channel. Dragon's Dogma 2 is going to be good.
Recap of the best upcoming, best looking new games, this one for the month of October. Let's just jump right into the list. Going in order of release date and kicking things off this month is Assassin's Creed Mirage. In this latest installment of the long-running series, we play. You know, I'm always interested whenever a game gets a
The asteroid is depleted.
In the biggest social experiment ever done in Rust, we gathered 3,000 players and put them on a replica map of the Earth to simulate civilization. There are no rules or guidelines for these players. They can colonize countries, conquer territories, or if it comes down to it, start world wars. In this video, you'll see politics between countries at daily United Nations meetings, wars breaking out between countries and continents, and many different types of governments forming as everyone has the
Never
same
heard of
goal
this
in
guy.
mind. Ruling the server. So with that being said, this is the Rust map, and all these question marks will be characters that will be revealed throughout this video that play a huge role in the storyline of this video. There are 3,000 players throughout this 4-day event, with 300 of those players being content creators. Nevertheless, I present to you 3,000 players simulate
Like, these are cool, but I don't want to get sucked into that for 2 hours. I don't think so. It'll piss me off that I missed it. God damn it. I don't know they were doing that. I don't know. Oh, yes, I wanted to look at this. Yeah.
All the money goes to the Open Hand Foundation.
I wondered about this guy. I was like, oh, this guy got burned, and I guess Ralph was going to talk about it on Skill Up, I guess.
That we started in honor of my mom.
Okay, I'll be right back. I'm going
All
to
that
make
money
something
goes
to eat.
research. We don't touch any of it. We just work with the people who do need the money, and we help them do their thing.
This is Gerard Khalil, well known online as the Completionist. For more than a decade, his YouTube series where he completes games 100% has been very successful, and he has built a very large and respected brand. Gerard is very well liked within the gaming community, and I myself have been a fan of his YouTube content for many years. In 2018, Gerard helped create the Indieland Charity Marathon. This is where indie developers get to come together and showcase their games. It gave a spotlight to lesser-known developers, and it also raised money for a good cause. All of the money raised by Indieland goes to the Open Hand Foundation, a non-profit organization that helps support dementia research. The Open Hand Foundation was founded by Gerard and his family in 2003, after Gerard's mother was diagnosed with frontotemporal dementia. However, it didn't officially become a non-profit until 2014, after she unfortunately passed away. Indieland has been quite successful in raising money for charity. They generally raise over $100,000 per year, and according to their website have raised over $600,000. The marathons do well and often attract very popular figures in the gaming realm, and even celebrities. From YouTube influencers to gaming developers and publishers, many parties actively get involved to help raise money. According to their website, the Open Hand Foundation support...
I don't know. I don't think I care about this, frankly. But thank you for the excellent content from my stream. I'd like to sub to your channel. I wanted to finish up... Why can't you type this T button, please? Jesus. Yeah, is this the one I was on?
Okay, guys. I had to make a video about this because I just think this is so fucking funny. So, I was curious what people were saying on Reddit, because I know Reddit is just an absolute fucking cesspit. Just in general, not even the Mortal Online Reddit, subreddit, whatever you want to call it, but just Reddit in general. Reddit is just a fucking cesspit of people. Like, it is usually the dumbest, most ignorant takes possible somebody could make, and then push out onto other people in whatever manner, whether it be comments or their posts. Like, people are always just so fucking angry on Reddit. Now, I went to the original MMO Reddit, which is where a lot of people speak freely, because Robmo basically likes to censor the fuck out of people, which that's a typical Star Vault tactic. That's probably going to be what the next video is about in my series, is how bad they censor everything to cover up mistakes and wrongdoings and just general criticism that's not even bad. But anyway, this is basically the freedom subreddit for the MMO community, because Robno has no power here. Neither does any of the Star Vault employees, because this subreddit is owned by a player. But here's the funny thing, somebody's reposting my videos onto this subreddit, and I just think it's so fucking funny, because I'm noticing the upvotes, but then, like, I'm noticing the comment count. So, like, I can tell people are probably pretty fucking pissed at some of these videos, which, I mean, it is what it is. Like, they can be upset about it all they want, but it's not, you know, it's not like anything in the videos are wrong. So I'm not really worried about disinformation or spreading lies. But if I had to take a peek inside of these two posts, it's probably Dylan bad. Dylan does really, really bad things, and you can't trust him. Therefore, what he's saying in the video is not true. But I don't use Reddit. The way it looks right now, I've never seen it look this way before. It's crazy. So I'm gonna try and navigate it as best I can. Obviously, we're not gonna watch the video. I fucking made the video, so I already know what it's about. Let's just look at some of the comments, because I'm feeling these are gonna be really good. So the first one is Strillin. I know Strillin. He says, why could I run my guild for so long in MMO1 and not farm a single thing? RMT, I financed many a child's tuition, also many a pizza. Rest in piss, Lifender. Lifender was a prominent member in MMO1. He was a scumbag and he passed away. I mean, rest in peace, but I mean, he was a piece of shit. Being a piece of shit doesn't make your death any more or less in my eyes. Like, if you're a piece of shit, you're a piece of shit. That's just kind of my take on it. Now, whenever these messages are like this, where there's nothing there, you usually have to click on them because they got downvoted so many times. So let's go ahead and read what this guy said. What you mean? Enough gold is being thrown around, you can just buy thousands of gold at the drop of a hat, and players are unhappy. Sounds like a bunch of crybabies and need to learn to get good. That series is a great video series to watch for anyone wanting to get into Mortal Online 2, though. It is. Like, if you want to get into Mortal Online 2, watch my video series so you don't. Oh god, here we go. I already read it a little bit. Pretty sure Dylan Smith is a fucking loser. Let's be real. Imagine hating a game and sticking around making videos for it. It's borderline mental issue. I make the videos because, one, I've been a part of the community for a very long time, probably longer than you, so a lot of people already know who I am. And number two, I know a lot about these topics, so it's like, if I can make videos that, one, people will watch, and two, help people, you know, I see why not. I don't see how me making videos about why the game is bad is a mental issue. I think that's something, I don't know, that just sounds like projecting to me, whatever. And then this guy replied to him and said, imagine hating people who criticize a game you play till you're left with only 100 people playing and essentially your own private server, so you can bully those that aren't part of your super cool kids club. I mean, yeah, that's basically what... If you see this video, reply and let me know the case to something personal. I just had to retell it. Oh, come on. This is like one of the best videos out there right now. I wasn't even making these donations, by the way. Like, I just want to point this out. Like, this is not me doing this. I'm literally just... Okay. So, just to clear the air up about this, I was literally recording what was being donated. I'm not doing anything here. I was literally just recording what was happening. How does that make me a bad guy? I just can't fucking get over this. Oh, fuck. So, like, you got me in, like, 2 of these videos where, like, I say something bad, but, like, I don't care either way. Like, who cares? I'm trolling.
I don't care.
It doesn't matter. If you're really that bent out of shape about it, like, go fuck yourself. I don't care.
Mm-hmm.
So, this guy replied and said, so the first, like, the very first fucking link in the first 30 seconds is a player in MMO2 saying the N-word. That isn't the streamer saying it. Well, obviously the streamer's not saying it. I mean, if the streamer was saying it, that'd be fucking hilarious. And he says, you're showing exactly the caliber of the average MMO2 player. What was this one? Oh yeah, that was the same one, okay. He just said, cool, bro. And then this guy replied and said, holy fuck, and you're claiming the dude you're digging up videos about is having mental issues? You might need to go on the sideline, bro. Digging up the OP post leads to the YouTuber's videos, which has everything linked. It was easy as 3 clicks and some Control-C and Control-P molehills. Dude, come on. You're gunning for me so hard for no reason. Like... This is to be ironic. Would you like to apologize here to him for posting a video showing the MMO2 community displaying behavior even you agreed he should be banned for? No, he is still bad. He is still a bad person from what I see. One video he did. Hey guys, welcome back. We are returning to the series on why Mortal Online 2 is bad with part 7. Did you think I forgot about you, Mortal Online 2? Listen, I know I've been busy with other content and doing things that are much more enjoyable, but I am going to get what I want to say about this game out, one way or another, and I will continue to make as many parts as needed. So today we're talking about censorship and why it is bad. So let's start with point number 1. MO1 suffered tremendously from censorship issues. This ranged from players were often shut down on multiple platforms, including Reddit, Steam, YouTube, the forums, etc. I cannot recount how many times people have voiced something that spoke about the game in a bad way because it was a legitimate issue, and a developer or a vocal minority of the community would come in and basically downvote, report, delete, say it was untrue, say it was made up, you know, whatever they could do to dismiss their argument completely. This was very active from both the fanboys of Star Vault as well as Star Vault themselves. Second point, Star Vault actively would cover up mistakes instead of addressing them head on. This is a very common tactic Star Vault does. They mess up, they put something in the game, they fuck something up. They never take responsibility for it. They'd rather just smooth it over with another content patch or just ignore it altogether and not really address it outright. Not sure why they do this, but this is a very common thing that they do, and they still do it to this day. Player criticism tends to be drowned out by a vocal minority. This is very true. Oftentimes when people like me or just anyone a part of the community has a very unapologetic stance, but they make really good points, and again, I'm not trying to sit here and soapbox and be like, oh, well, I make really great points, even though I feel like a lot of my points are backed by proof. I can count on my hands the amount of people that I know who have been fairly well-known people in the community and have voiced their concerns about specific things, and the vocal minority just drowns them out and says they're mad, says their opinion's invalid, it doesn't matter, and they basically get ignored as a whole because of that, which I think is really stupid. It's very bad for the game when stuff like this happens. And then finally, we got players voicing criticism, also were treated more harshly by staff, aka Star Vault. And also, just threw this point in because this is really important, because also players, because some of the staff are players. So we got to keep this in mind. As much as Star Vault likes to push the narrative that they have a fully paid professional team and none of them are players, I want you guys to get this through your head. This is not a conspiracy. This isn't something made up. They do have players who are on their staff team. 100%. They had it in MO1. They have it in MO2. Do not believe what they tell you. I promise you they have player GMs. If you don't believe me, there's no hope for you. Moving on to point 2. The issues with censoring players in games, in this case more online. First we have, it shows the developers, Star Vault, have a fear of players outlining the issues in their product. Now, obviously I know developers don't like when players find issues in their games, but it's just a reality. Games have issues nowadays, and they typically have a lot of them. And it's the developer's responsibility for taking our money to pay for their work to fix these issues, right? So, us outlining their issues in their games should be a good thing. Sometimes people can't put things very tactfully and they say it in a very blunt and rude way, and that's just what you're gonna have to deal with as a developer, right? You're taking our money, so we need a product that reflects the amount that we've paid, right? It only makes sense.
Yep. Pop aggro is not it. It's not it. It's not what I paid for.
Very true thing. Star Vault is definitely, in my eyes, very incompetent because I feel like they fumble and constantly censor things that they fuck up. This is a very, very common thing, so I feel like it really makes them look incompetent when they censor things. Players feel their feedback is ignored. This is very true for a lot of people. I feel like a lot of people who play Mortal even right now who support the game, they probably feel like some of their feedback is mostly ignored and is never going to come into the game. Now, that isn't to say that every player who plays MO2 or played the first game should have had their feedback immediately addressed and brought into the game. That obviously doesn't work. But there are some things that a majority of the community can, vocally say, hey, this is an issue, please do something about it. One thing that comes to mind is the fact that melee fighters have really gotten no love in the game whatsoever, even though it has been promised multiple times. So that is a good example of players having their feedback just outright ignored. And Star Vault basically giving them false promises and saying, hey, we're going to do it, and then they just never do it. It prevents it's growth in both the community and the game. So this basically means that when you are censoring your player base or people that are giving you feedback or criticizing the game, you're preventing the game from growing in a better way, and you're preventing the community from growing. Because if you have players that feel unheard and you have a game that doesn't improve from criticism and feedback, how's your game going to grow? How's the community going to grow? These things go hand in hand. Trust between players and developers is destroyed. That's pretty straightforward. You know, if you feel like you're not being heard, you're not going to trust the developers. Why trust a developer that doesn't have your best interests in mind? Favoritism is bred in the presence of censorship. So what I mean by this is if you say good things about the game, you get treated well. If you say bad or disagreeable things, you get treated poorly. Now, some people will point to certain individuals such as content creators, people who make videos or stream on Twitch or Kick, for example, and they'll say, but Dylan, these people say bad stuff about the game all the time, and
Your skill has increased.
nothing happens to them. They don't get treated poorly. Well, you gotta think, they're also streaming the game. They're making videos for
God
the
damn
game.
it. They tore through me before I could even get a second charm. Come on, man. 10 seconds and you're dead before the second charm is even up. Come on, man. It's not enough. It's not fast enough.
That's honestly just how it is, guys.
Bad
They
design.
benefit from it, and they just ignore the criticism.
God
right?
damn it.
So I don't really see looking at content creators as like a valid point to go against this. I just feel like they're doing something that's pushing the game, so if they say something a little bad here or there, like it's not a big deal in Starvault's eyes. They don't care. And then finally, it hides important information from new and old players. I cannot tell you how many times players come and comment on my videos and tell me, Dylan, you're such an idiot. You don't know how this works. You don't know what you're talking about. And it's like, no, you don't know what you're talking about. I've been a part of this community since 2012. That's over 11 years now. And people could say, how could you be a part of it if you're, attacking and whatnot? And it's like, I've known this game, I've known this company, I've known the people that have been in this community for a really, really long time.
Aggro.
I've had really important roles a part of the community at certain points in time. So I'm very familiar with how things work in the community and in the game. And there's a lot of information out there that gets censored or players just simply are not aware of because they've never done the research or they've never been told or they came too late into the Mortal Online community to have known about it. Like, especially players who have never played the first game and have started the second game, like that's their first Mortal Online experience. There's a lot of information out there that you guys don't know about that is really scary to think about as a player because you're having this company that's done a lot of bad, incompetent stuff, and you're putting your information in their hands to be trusted with. Like, we'll get into the details of that with this next part. So, point number 3. What kind of things have Starvault censored? So firstly, the biggest things that I think got completely brushed under the rug, especially with MMO2, is the fact that MMO1 had multiple data breaches. 2, in fact, and there's probably more that I'm unaware of because the information from their databases have just been stolen and sold off like multiple fucking times. And both times that I know of have caused massive devastation on the game due to the passwords not being encrypted properly, so players could quite literally access your accounts like regular players. They didn't need to be cheaters, they didn't need to be hackers. They could go access the database from a text document, take the passwords and the account names, and then run it through an MD5 decryptor, and they would have your password and your account name. They could literally do this all through Google. They had to have zero experience with dealing with stuff like this, and they could get your account.
Aggro.
That's how bad it was. And then obviously, exploits that persist and go unfixed. Duping. Duping has been Mortal Online's biggest issue for a long time, both in the first and the second game now. And it's just one of those things that Starvault have just like, again, they just brush it under the rug. They're like, oh, duping? Yeah, it's bannable, but, nobody does it. It doesn't exist. We have no dupes in our game. Come on, guys. It's just not true. And it's the fact that, like, they censor things like this to make the player base feel like the game is better than it seems, right? We got criticism that is unapologetic and constructive. That was me. Like, I'm a good example of this. I'm very unapologetic, but there are people that I think have given very good, valid, constructive criticism that has been very tactful and polite and said in a very nice way. And Starvault doesn't care. Starvault would rather just censor them and not listen to them and just act like everything's fine. So I'm not just pointing out myself and saying feel bad for me because I'm ignored, but there are people out there who are genuine fans and still believe in Starvault and take the time to voice their concerns, and they still go ignored, or they still go ignored. You know, a really good example of this, there's a content creator called Rivers. He spells his name Rivurs, and he streams on Twitch sometimes. I don't know if he's still streaming more online or not, but he's a very good example of somebody who I think was just a genuine fan of the game, and he wasn't really trying to talk badly about the game, but the dude had a lot of criticism, and it was constructive, but I think it was always presented in a very logical and tactful manner. But I feel, again, he just went ignored most of the time. So, you know, that's a form of censorship in my opinion. You have the staff account leaks, so back in MO1 and in MO2,
Aggro.
GM Discord has had his account information leaked of his own fault. And we'll be showing a video later that actually shows his account in use on the first game. So why is this guy still working at Starbucks? Why is this guy that had his information leaked due to his own negligence of posting it in an open channel? Like, why is he still working here? Like, this guy has been he's got to be possibly the dumbest fucking game master in a game I think I've ever fucking known about. Like, it's just insane. Like, why is he still here? We have player staff. Player staff is a very censored topic. Starvault just does not want you to know that they have players that work as staff members with them. They very much like people who suck the game off and constantly promote it and never say anything bad about it. It's a very common thing with Starvault player staff, is they just love the game, and you know, they'll never say anything bad about it, or they'll do it and social engineer their way in so they can get to the next point on the list, the player staff reward system. So this is something that a lot of people don't know about. I think a handful of people know about player staff and could assume that it's a thing, but they don't really care. Okay, so what if I told you about a reward system for player staff, where player staff are able to put in work or time, and their work or time can then be equated to a certain currency that can then be traded for in-game items and materials. So let me try to break this down and make it make sense. Let's have player A, who is a player staff member. Let's say he's a game master, and let's say he works for 4 hours on the game, answering tickets, helping players, whatever it might be. That 4 hours is now translated into 10 player staff reward system tokens, and he can now trade these 10 tokens for stacks of materials, whether it be metals, rock, you know, things that he can use on his actual player characters and not his GM account. So player staffs are actually rewarded for doing things on their GM accounts, but are able to transfer those rewards to their player accounts. You see what I'm saying? That's not fair. That is not fair in the slightest. I understand rewarding your player staff. Pay them. Pay them a wage. Pay them a good wage. Don't sit there and make the game literally pseudo pay to win by being a staff member. It's fucking disgusting and filthy. It is like one of the dirtiest things I think have existed in their staff team, is having player staff and having this reward system be a real thing. It's gross. Next point is development focus. Starvault has a really big tendency to censor their development focus, which is really funny because a lot of people say, well, Dylan, what about the roadmap? The roadmap's very clear and obvious. How is that censoring development focus? What I mean is that they will say one thing and then they'll do another. And then when you try to bring that back on them and say, hey, where's this thing that you said you're going to work on? They just act like, we didn't say that. We'll get to it eventually, but we didn't say we were going to do it right now. Like, you guys are just now getting sieging and territory control, which is obviously, that's just going to murder the game in my opinion.
Aggro.
But you're just now getting it. That should have been out when the game came out. That's not a system that you launch a year and a half later, however fucking long it's been. That's not something you launch way later. That's something that should have been out when the game fully launched on Steam. The game needs things like that to just function normally. And we didn't have it. So you had people go and claim keeps, aka castles, and then have no purpose for them. And then there was no way to get rid of them. So players just had an indefinite hold on something that was going to be the most important structures in the game. So dumb. We have RMT issues. StarVault just straight up does not even talk about RMT issues at all. They just, I guess they just don't care. They just straight up don't care. If there's ever RMT issues brought up, you literally have players literally talk about other players being poor, and that not RMTing is a sign that you're just poor. Like, the logic is honestly just, it's mind-boggling. It's baffling. It's very crazy. And then we obviously have the censorship about the cheating issues. I think StarVault really likes to downplay the fact that the game is absolutely filled with people who just cheat. Like, it's insane how many players in the game actually cheat. And again, I think StarVault just censors this fact. And you can see it through Robbo, aka the quote community manager, how he puts up these ban reports all the time. And I'm just telling you right now, the people that they supposedly catch and ban and whatever else, like, those are not the actual numbers. Those might be the actual numbers of the people that they catch, but it's not the actual number of the amount of people that are actually doing things that break their terms of service, right? They also censor guilds. Like, this is a very common thing, because usually guilds think the same. Like, you can usually go to a guild and their members are going to be like-minded because, well, they're all playing together. Back when I was running Wig Splitters, we had people that were literally witch hunting us because we had somebody in our guild, unbeknownst to all the members in our guild except the person doing it, we had a guy cheating. He was eventually kicked and removed. But players still just said, like, almost all of us were cheating. Like, and you gotta think, like, we literally had, like, 40 people on our roster at that time. Like, we were a pretty decently sized guild compared to, like, other smaller groups. But, StarVault censored the fact that some of our players literally weren't cheating, and we only got banned based on players just constantly hammering away saying, this person's cheating, this person's cheating, this person's cheating. And they just censor the fact that, like, hey, like, a lot of our players have been playing the game persistently, and it's like, if at any point in time we were doing something wrong, why were we not, quote-unquote, caught then, and we were only caught after players made an outrage about it? Players just didn't like us. That was just the simple fact, and I think StarVault just banned some of us to appease the masses, essentially. And then finally, we have the censorship of TOS violations of liked players. So what do I mean by this? Players who basically speak very well about the game and suck off StarVault and make sure that they let everybody know how much they love the game, they allow these players to get away with stuff that normal players that maybe don't do this or speak illy about the game would not get away with at all. And yes, I totally
find this
think
quite
this is a
funny.
thing because I know people that have done things and gotten away with it. And finally, for the final point, number 4, how could StarVault do things better? They can firstly accept that their product has issues and be sincere in actually addressing the issue. How hard would that be? Hey guys, we know the game has RMT issues, we know the game has cheating issues, here's how we're going to address them. How hard would that be? Why don't they do that? They don't, and they won't. They don't, and they won't. Allow players to voice their concerns and feedback and have it directed through channels that actually result in change for the good. What I mean by this is that take criticism and collect it and store it and review it in a certain way that isn't just going to flat out ignore it, but it does filter out the people making, the 5-paragraph suggestions that just make no fucking sense for the game to begin with. Like, obviously you don't need every single bit of criticism to go into the game because not all of it's good. But there's some of it that is good, and it needs to be filtered to get to that point. And I feel like a lot of times good and bad feedback it's honestly, it's a wild card. It's a 50-50. Like, or I should say it's a 33%er because it's either going to be accepted denied, or just flat out ignored. It's one of those three. So just having like proper channels where people can actually see feedback, actually make a positive impact on the game would be really important, because that doesn't really exist right now. To not discourage discussion in their own community channels, so the Reddit, Discord, forums, etc. So let me give some pretty prime examples of this. If you go to Reddit, or actually let's do this, go to Google, type in Reddit, and then put in Mortal Online. Don't put 2, just put Mortal Online. You will see 2 subreddits come up. You will see the Mortal Online 2 subreddit, and you'll see the Mortal Online subreddit. Now, just to clarify, the Mortal Online subreddit and the Mortal Online 2 subreddit, they're not different, because the Mortal Online subreddit is about the first game and the Mortal Online 2 subreddit is about the second game. That's not why they're different. They're different because the Mortal Online subreddit is actually the original subreddit, and the Mortal Online 2 subreddit is the Star Vault censorship subreddit. That's the one where all of the snowflakes and all of the pro Star Vault players go, because they actively censor everything on there. And Robmo makes it a habit of banning people on there that disagree with the game or talk badly about it. But if you go to like the normal Mortal Online subreddit, you'll actually see players there uncensored, you know, as long as they're not breaking rules, like on Reddit, for example. Another good example of this is you have the actual Mortal Online Discord. Players ended up forming their own unofficial Discord to discuss the game, because Star Vault quite literally doesn't allow you to discuss certain things about their game in their Discord. They literally make rules against it. So players would go into an unofficial Discord that was more active than the actual official Discord, where players would discuss things. Pretty fucking retarded, honestly, if you think about it. And then on the forums, I mean, the forums has always been a big issue for Mortal Online. You would always have staff members shutting down conversations, banning players, deleting topics, locking them down, like just completely cutting off any kind of interactions, especially like if things got heated, which is whatever. But at the same time, there were discussions that like actually had good info in them, and then the staff just goes in and just stomps on it. Why? Probably because it's players. Then you have actively interact with content or players that speak about their game and its issues to show there is concern. Why is it, and again, I'm going to use myself as an example, alright? Why is it I've never had any kind of interaction with Star Vault staff on any of my content ever?
What brings you here?
Ever. And somebody could say, Dylan, why the fuck would they waste their time on you? Okay, fair enough. They don't have to. I'm not saying they have to, but you know what? Wouldn't it have been cool had I made a video and I say...
like the quality of it got less.
In Vanilla WoW, and I've never played a priest in Vanilla WoW, so I told myself I wanted to do something new. I usually stick to humans. I'm a human fanboy. I just like the way they look, not for any kind of thing on this. Fart on him. I'm fucking dead. Oh wait, no, this one's on you this time. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm just gonna let you take that one for the team. I've been taking them for the team.
Hey guys, welcome back.
Hello everyone and welcome to the Wolfside channel. Today with a very special topic, always special, how it is to be in a Zerg. Or to be precise, how the viewer asked that question, how to Zerg, bro? That is a very interesting question, so let's look at the footage a friend of mine recorded, because my recording personally fucked up, but I was in the fight too. I was the guy without the helmet, and I'm pretty sorry I had to disable the sound here, because the comms that are not meant for the public. If you're searching for a German guild that have a lot of force, I mean we are 50 active players, and if you want to come with us and also serve people down, then you're welcome. So look at the video description. And yeah, fighting a Zerg is a pain in the ass. As you, for example, have seen in the meme that I posted in the beginning of the video. I mean, we were in the Alliance force. I mean, I counted in the Discord, we were 110 people. I mean, the Alliance group that was available very fast. I mean, we were ready to fight in 20 minutes and stuff like that. The call came and we were all ready in 20 minutes. And we fought again.
You were warned, Bugs. But you picked the wrong side. Beware, my friend. Shit winds are a-coming.
Hello everyone and welcome to the Wolfside channel. Today with a very special topic, indeed very special topic, the Keep Trade Shitstorm Part 2. Because in the first part I was mostly only showing one side of the story. That was also because I got bombarded with information about that and the
Can I be your friend? I'm new to the game. Get package you back to my home city.
Yeah, it's odd. It's weird. I seem obsessed with the topic. I can't seem to stop. I just look at it and I'm like, I don't know. Like, it's weird because I don't know what I think. I keep looking. I'm looking for something for the third slot. What? No. I'm trying to get that. Stupid. Oh, yeah, it's already open, huh? Damn it, man. Like, sometimes there's way too many mobs in this zone, and then other times you just walk and walk and walk and can't find any at all. And you're like, why can't I find any peace? I'm constantly aggroed all the time. But then you go walking for these large sways. Like, just like, where are the mobs? God damn it, man.
Connecting.
Damn it, man. I've been going for so long. I'm looking for real mobs. Let's go. What is this? There. Jesus, man. Like, come on, man. It took me so long to find a fucking tiger. Like, that's ridiculous. Yeah, just familiar him. I'd rather not die, frankly. Oh, no. Oh, good. Stop running.
A lot of people. And then we put our name on it. And we changed 3 things, and now it's our game.
They're kind of shameless, right?
Yeah. You got a mount.
Yeah, no, I need to get one of those. For real, Rhizos is big ballin' over here.
It's already got a Kodo.
Holy shit, man. Is this the future? The world looks good. Yeah, I feel like it does look pretty good. I want to see the comment. Yeah, I think we're gonna look into this game.
Like, in what I want, how do I say it? Like a more casual version of WoW. Like, what if you can get kind of the same feel of WoW, but in that seasonal model with some really fun PvP and stuff? And
that's kind of what I was hoping Wayfinder would be, because it's got a lot of the same style of WoW, but like it's more of like a fucking loot game that's like smaller scale.
You don't have to grind so crazy for gear all the time.
I think Rizo's made a good point. I think that's fair.
100%. No, that is a, that is what I'm feeling too. Because I did play Dragonflight. I played Dragonflight, and Dragonflight is really good. Like, I don't really have problems with Dragonflight, but at the end of the day, I gotta have 500 currencies to upgrade my gear and do all these different things, and I have to do all this chore work to get to the fun thing that I actually want to do.
It's a bit daunting if you're trying WoW for the first time.
How's this game related to WoW? Basically, so let me give you a timeline. So the timeline is this. In the beginning, World of Warcraft was published in China, and then that ended. And then there was an announcement that the publishing agreement in China for World of Warcraft ended in a very negative and bad way. And 2 days later, this game...
I guess I'll just start over.
People have asked me,
I don't even know if this video is any good, but it just got recommended to me to play Terrace Land, which is just fucking China. They just stole World of Warcraft. Yeah, they took WoW and they stole it.
This game doesn't look like it knows what it wants to be.
Meaning, yeah, go on.
I think it knows what it wants to be.
It looks like somebody that grabbed a bunch of familiar clothes off a clothing rack at a store and went into the dressing room and keeps coming out trying them on.
Okay, so meaning they're trying like stuff from too many games? Is that?
Yes.
You think that's what they're trying to do?
Because it's doing that.
This looks.
I'm not sure that it is.
I mean, it looks nice. I'm gonna be all like, this is an appealing graphical setting. Sure, this looks good.
Really succeeding at any of them.
Yeah. Well, we got to remember too. This is like an intro quest on a beta. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know.
That's
You know what I mean?
Right. Whatever Ryzef just said. Like I just told you that in Discord. It looks like a discount. Wow.
And yeah, I'm not denying that. 100%. Like.
Well, I mean, to be honest, I think a lot of the fidelity on this stuff is better than WoW. Like, let's be honest.
Yeah.
It looks pretty good.
I think I'll probably do a video like comparing this to WoW, and I kind of did that in my other video where I talked about. Yeah, it's supposed to be because you know WoW is losing their license in China for. Did you know that, Scott? So their license to basically have WoW available in China is running into problems with the publisher there, and so. Hey, Rizos, what's up, dude?
Let's see. Can you zoom in on the character? I want to see this shit.
/wave. Do they
They
have
don't even have
emotes?
emotes.
That's hilarious.
I don't think they do.
Look how many buttons it has? Yeah, perfect.
Oh yeah. Look at the bar, dude. That's pretty sweet.
Oh, wow.
Actually, I know a lot of people
So
like
that's the
bards,
Blood
man,
Elf.
from like old school games. Didn't EverQuest have a bard? It's awesome.
This is like the.
What if this game comes out and it's better than WoW? Like, what if it comes out and it's actually like China steals WoW and then it's better than WoW? It would be really fucking funny.
Lucky Charms that you buy at Costco that isn't actually Lucky Charms.
Okay, but let's
Kirkland brand.
To the point though. Is
Do
that?
you want any more analogies or?
No, the analogies are good. Analogies are good. I guess what I want to get at though is that a problem though? Like, is it inherently a negative thing? We just know it is what it is, right?
No, I don't think it's a bad thing. I mean, like, look, Genshin Impact, Breath of the Wild, it is what it is. That's just how they do things over there in China. It just fucking... We take it, and then we put our name on it, and we change 3 things, and now it's our game. That's it. And people like Genshin Impact, so what the fuck?
Depends on who's playing it in the audience.
And I guess my point is, it depends on what you're playing it for, right? Are you playing for the lore? Because obviously you're not going to beat World of Warcraft on lore and the game world, all of that kind of stuff.
And that guy's legitimately a Tauren. Who we were just talking.
Yeah, for real. No, obviously. But my point is, don't you want, like, in what I want, how do I say it? Like a more casual version of WoW? Like, what if you can get kind of the same feel of WoW, but in that seasonal model with some really fun PvP and stuff? And
That's kind of what I was hoping Wayfinder would be, because it's got a lot of the same style of WoW, but like it's more of like a fucking loot game that's like smaller scale.
You don't have to grind so crazy for gear all the time.
I think Rizos made a good point. I think that's fair.
100%. No, that is what I'm feeling too. Because I did play Dragonflight. You know, I played Dragonflight, and Dragonflight is really good. Like, I don't really have problems with Dragonflight, but at the end of the day, I gotta have 500 currencies to upgrade my gear and do all these different things, and I have to do all this chore work to get to the fun thing that I actually want to do.
It's a bit daunting if you're trying WoW for the first time.
How's this game related to WoW? Basically, so let me give you a timeline. So the timeline is this. In the beginning, World of Warcraft was published in China, and then that ended. And then there was an announcement that the publishing agreement in China for World of Warcraft ended in a very negative and bad way. And 2 days later, this game gets released. That looks announced, excuse me, a lot like World of Warcraft. A lot.
Even somebody like me.
Aggro.
Even for me to go back, that's pretty much the reason I went back.
Yeah, when's the last time you played WoW? Was it BFA?
Here's the thing, like if I told my dad I'm playing World of Warcraft and he saw me playing this game, he'd be like, yep, I knew that.
Right? BFA or
I played.
We leveled in one of
I
them.
only played the start of BFA and then
Aggro.
Yeah.
Should
That's
I play
right. So
this
we all
game?
leveled in BFA together. Okay.
Should
Yeah,
I
but
try out?
What if WoW had this season with
Chinese
guys that said where you
bootleg
just jump in and your gear is like you don't really have to level up that much. You just jump in and do some
Okay,
fun
I'll
stuff.
play
I guess that's the point. Like,
Okay.
Yeah.
if you want that same
Feel.
familiar experience but without all the baggage, then I guess
Yeah.
that would kind of be it.
Yeah,
The other thing too.
I like the story, so for me, being if I were to play WoW again, having that rich lore.
And that would be like the only reason you played though, right? Like because you wouldn't stick it through.
Aggro.
I wonder if you can make a character named Free Hong Kong in this game.
Right.
But if I were
Can you name a character Tiananmen Square?
it would be for the story.
I got you.
Oh fuck.
Yeah, for sure. I think this is a good alternative.
Oh, we gotta play this shit.
Something like this could fit into the spectrum of it.
Dude, and what about too? You remember in WoW when we were playing and they brought out you could do your I don't remember what it was called in Legion, like your war table stuff on your phone, send out your little companions.
Oh,
Do you remember how pumped we were for that? Well, what about this game? You can actually play it on your phone, legitimately, or go in and craft.
Wait,
Is
you
that
can play Terrace Land on your phone? What the fuck?
that appealing, or would you pick up your phone and do
Wow.
anything like that, or are you like, nah, I'm not really.
That's impressive, man. Like this is a really nice looking game. If you can run this shit on a phone, that's incredible.
To that.
I mean, from my own personal life and where I am at this point in time, no. But as if you
Aggro.
I still have the same configuration for WoW that I did, probably.
Okay. Interesting.
So I think it doesn't
Go right. Someone goes next to us.
where I am in my life.
But think about this.
Come on, man, attack!
If you could jump in
Oh,
this
damn it.
this game, not really have to gear, and we could just go play some of the battle royals. You know what I mean? Just like one night. We don't have to like log in every night.
I mean, this shit looks pretty good.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Now my next question would be
Sure. Yeah. And I will be. They do have a battleground available.
Question: do you have mail?
I will look for a mail. Supposed to do.
I mean, the combat, like the numbers look like fucking shit. Let's be honest, they look like absolute shit. But
I don't know. They look okay.
it's a beta.
Look okay to me.
Looks like you're in Thunder Bluff.
It so does. I mean, they're kind of shameless, right? But people are excited about this, dude.
There's been so many games like this, though. How are they shameless?
Something that feels like it. So,
Illumined with you. Goddess watch over me.
you know, you got a Chinese game.
Is this
My
a Chinese
goods are of
It's
the
a Chinese
highest
developer.
quality.
How many abilities do you get?
I'm unsure yet.
Farewell.
Yeah, because it's Chinese knockoff of WoW, 100%. Okay, got a little bounty board or something.
Oh, that's Augur. Look at that. They even put Augur in the game. All right, great.
Even that banner over there to your left looks like the Horde's emblem, sort of.
Like over
That's
here?
smart that they put that in there.
See the banner on that little
Up here?
TP looking thing? To
Yeah.
your left?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, people love
So I don't know
Augur.
yet,
Let's
Scott, on
put
abilities.
Augur in our game
It
too.
said 6 skills.
6 skills, 2